Did you know that Adidas are one of the top consumer brands using NFTs to build loyalty and strengthen customer engagement? Or that you can build an electric bike using origami, robots and steel? Or that Montana is the first US state to ban TikTok? It won't work, by the way, but these are just some of the tech stories I'll be covering today. Welcome to Wiser. Now, in the first story, I'm going to talk about Adidas. The global sneaker and lifestyle brand has expanded its NFT, aka non-fungible token, ecosystem. The consumer brand has released the Alts collection, which is available on OpenSea. Now, this is not Adidas's first NFT rodeo. Back in December 21, Adidas released their Into the Metaverse collection. This promised NFT holders exclusive access to collaborative merchandise and virtual land experiences throughout 2022. That was their first Web3 exploration, a collaboration with NFT influencers G-Money, Punk's Comic and Bored Ape Yacht Club. Whoever all they are, I've no idea. But here's the thing, it allowed holders to exchange their NFTs for physical clothing, a process called burning, because you're destroying the NFT because it no longer has any value, just like throwing away an old ticket stub or discount voucher that's been spent. With this latest collection called Alts, NFT holders from the previous collections can exchange their digital tokens for physical clothing from the latest collection. I hope you get all of that. But this is the beauty of using NFTs or digital tokens, because the terms of the token can be changed by software, even after they've been issued, and the holder doesn't lose a thing. This new collection of dynamic NFTs from Adidas offers various utilities for holders, including a stake in the Alts by Adidas ecosystem, commercial intellectual property rights to their NFT character, access to exclusive virtual wearables, entry to holder-only community gatherings and token-gated Discord channels, amongst some other things. Now, at the time of recording this episode, the NFTs from both collections started with a floor price of about $1,000 each. To date, there's been almost $100 million of trading on the December 21st collection and around $600,000 already in the latest collection. This is just the latest initiative in the Adidas brand strategy for emerging tech. They also have a virtual styling tool for existing profile picture NFTs. They've released a sports-themed NFT collection called Blue Pass. They have an art collection called Raws and a council badge for the 15 members elected to advise the company on its Web3 expansion. Now, Adidas previously partnered with Italian luxury house Prada on a Polygon-based NFT collection, and most recently the brand showed off new styles in Decentraland during the platform's Metaverse Fashion Week at the end of March. Bottom line, Adidas continues to be one of the top brands in the NFT space. Now, the next story that caught my eye was the Origami e-bike, and anyone who knows me knows that I can't tell one end of a motorbike from the other, but this story intrigued me because it's a story about using new technology, robots and environmental sustainability, all subjects that float my boat. Swedish startup Stilride is looking to revolutionise electric motorcycles with its latest invention, the Stilride 1. It's a unique vehicle that combines looks, performance and sustainability to create a motorbike that sets a gold standard for electric mobility. It's been designed for both the motorcycle enthusiast and the sustainability purist. The Stilride 1's design process is revolutionary because it uses a pioneering method called industrial origami. This process involves applying the Japanese art of paper folding to sheet metal, using the startup software, industrial robots, and laser cutting.
The defining difference with today's Stilride is that we actually fold the steel from flat sheet material. And that's going to create a really defined design DNA. It's a bit like dancing with the sheet material, and that creates beautiful surface meetings between concave and convex surface.
The entire process requires a single sheet of stainless steel, which is folded instead of welded, producing minimal pollutants. The result is a motorbike that's not only a feat of engineering, but is also a work of art. Furthermore, the Stilride One's sustainability credentials are impressive. It is composed of a small number of locally produced parts, and its lightweight design reduces energy consumption. The ultra-lightweight chassis is made from recycled Swedish steel, and the bike features a premium hub motor system, single shock absorber, and a multi-link rear suspension. I have no idea what any of that means, but I'm impressed. What I do understand, though, is the bike software, which has features like theft protection, GPS positioning, service diagnostics, and a battery status control. Now, the Stilride One is made to order for €15,000, and overall this is a pioneering creation that is set to shake up the electric motorcycle industry. Its unique design, sustainability credentials, and impressive features are sure to make it popular among motorcycling enthusiasts and sustainability purists alike. By the way, if you like newsletters, you can join my mailing list and get weekly updates for free. Each week, I send out news and updates about what's happening in the tech economy. You can always unsubscribe at any time, no problem. The sign-up link is in the show notes. Making the best use of time is a priority for me, as I'm sure it is for you. If you are also trying to spin a lot of plates and power through a full schedule of research and working and content creation and all that kind of stuff, here's an AI tool I highly recommend and use all the time myself. It's called SNIPD, and it's a podcast player with a difference. It's an AI podcast player. I'm always listening to podcasts and trying to make notes as I go, but if I'm on my bike or pottering around in the house, it's hard to do that. SNIPD fixes that. Here's how. You hear something you want to remember. Instead of getting a pen and paper, you just hit the Create SNIPD button on the app, or you double tap your headset. The AI will create a 1 to 2 minute segment around the section that you're interested in. It works it all out for you. It will write a transcript and create 3 or 4 key takeaways for that section. Now you can edit the AI generated snippet and get it to start and end in different places. Plus, and this is a big plus for me, if you use Notion like I do, the snippet is automatically saved into a Notion database with the transcript and the takeaways and everything else, which means that you can then use the machine learning capability in Notion AI to turn the snippet into whatever you want, like the content for a newsletter, a blog post, or your own show. The link to SNIPD and Notion AI are in the show notes. Now, some other tech news that caught my eye this week, and AI was used to recreate a 51-minute episode of the Joe Rogan Experience. The episode featured AI-generated versions of Joe Rogan and OpenAI CEO Sam Altman discussing topics such as AI ethics and its impact on content creation. Amazon's Palm payment checkout technology is being rolled out across multiple Whole Foods locations in Denver, Colorado. The Denver rollouts also include Amazon's Dash Cart, which allows shoppers to fill their trolleys with items and walk out the store without going through a checkout. Meanwhile, Amazon is also announcing that it's working on its own generative AI aimed at its cloud customers. The company will debut 2 large language models, one for generating text and one for web search personalization. Bloomberg have created an AI model which is similar to ChatGPT that can accurately answer questions. The company plans to integrate the tech into its financial services information terminal, which, if you're not familiar, costs tens of thousands of dollars to use. By the way, this is a huge story that I'll cover in more detail in the coming weeks. Now, the US Department of Treasury has released the 2023 DeFi Illicit Finance Risk Assessment. A bit of a mouthful, but it's interesting reading anyway, because this report considers the risks associated with the crypto world of decentralized finance. Interestingly, to me anyway, the report confirms that money laundering, illegal financing, terrorist financing, the like, is not done with digital assets, but most commonly occurs with ordinary money, which is known as fiat currency. This is because, very simply, every DeFi or crypto transaction is recorded for transparency on a blockchain. Now, on the subject of crypto, France is positioning itself as a crypto hub. Crypto firms like Circle, Binance, and Crypto.com have made Paris their European base. And Ethereum's long-awaited Shanghai upgrade, which will allow users to make withdrawals of staked Ether for the first time, went live on April 12. It has unlocked $2 billion in Ethereum's cryptocurrency. Many believe this change will have positive economic implications for Ethereum. Now, in social media, a bill has been passed in Arkansas that sets the minimum legal age for using social media at 18, whilst in Montana, lawmakers have voted to completely ban TikTok in the state. The bill prohibits TikTok from operating within in-state lines and bars app stores from offering TikTok for downloads. However, opponents say that the Montana bill violates the US Constitution by explicitly naming TikTok and punishing the app without trial. Now, here's the thing. The 18-year age limit has merits, but the current age is 13 and it's a big jump. Without California and the majority of other US states adopting the same approach, this is unworkable. And as for banning TikTok, this is pure politics and based on nothing other than an anti-China narrative. If the US really wanted to protect Americans from social media harm and manipulation, they're better starting with Facebook and Instagram, who have been doing exactly what TikTok are accused of for far longer. Now, in other news, Elon Musk recently invited a BBC tech reporter to share a Twitter Spaces discussion where they talked about Musk's buying of Twitter and what he's done since, how he's coping and where he's going with it. Bottom line, Elon Musk has taken a functioning business that made no money but had a brand that punched well above its weight and turned it into a loss-making business run by a skeleton staff with a damaged, possibly irreparable brand. And lastly, a new research study conducted by CoinGecko and Blockchain Research Lab suggests that the two most important factors when consumers decide to buy an NFT are utility and long-term profit. The real value in NFTs will come from its forward utility as a key to unlock rewards and experiences, and its long-term value as a collectible. Now, that's all for this episode. Thanks for joining me. Remember to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, sign up for the newsletter. Till next week, and remember, insight and information gives you leverage.